America is waiting for a message of some sort or another. Yes, name that album without looking it up. In the meantime, welcome to our continuing playthrough of Bayonets and Tomahawks, where we are doing Action Round 5. And let's just get straight to drawing cards. And I'm going to draw the French. And somebody asked me, they got the impression that these were laminated, that I had sealed them somehow. No, they're just standard sleeves. I think these feel kind of good. So the edges feel good. So I think they're not Final Fantasy, Fantasy Flight Games cards. I also use a lot of Maydays just because they're available and cheap. But their edges are really rough, and they don't seem to really, when they're all in a pile together, they don't seem to be in. It's hard to describe. It would be interesting to see if you can still get FFG sleeves now that they're bought by Asmodee or Asmodee. Everyone's buying up everyone. Anyway, sorry, little tangent there. So now we have. Hey, I can get my 2 raid points, at least 2 of the 3 raid points back with this card, and I like it better than the other one anyway. So we're gonna take it. And our Indian card is another AR star. Pennsylvania's peace promises. I think we're gonna lose some Indians here. Let's see what's going on the British side. British side. There's the. Okay. We're all over the map here. Yep. Let's do this one. Okay. Initiative 3 versus Initiative 2. I think I'm gonna let the French go first. I think I will. Yeah, let's let them go first, and I'll do some. I think I'll put in some reaction or something like that. Anyway, we need to do a whole bunch of AR starts. Everyone's drawn an AR start. Let's start. I don't think there's an order. No, first player followed by second player. French are the first player. So yes, we will. I guess we do the Indians first. Check an Indian village. None of those are going to be British controlled. Okay, send to Losses box 2 of the following Indian units: Mingo, Delaware, or Chenunu. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. We got Mingo. I think they're all on here. No? 2 of them are not. So I think you just apply it as best you can, and so the Mingo will go away. Alright, that leaves Cherokee Diplomacy. Cherokee Tribe. French score 2 raid points. Yeah, okay. Up here. 1, 2. Over here with the British. If French VPs are 3 or greater, they are not. Neutral Indian nation becomes British controlled, or if it is already French controlled, French is raid point. Okay, so they're not 3 or greater, so no apply. No apply. Okay. So now, all right, since I just need 3 more raid points to get a victory point, I think I might go ahead and try to strike out. And we'll start here. And 1, 2, 3, and we'll try raiding Tacanet. No dice. Alright, so that was useless. Okay, leaving my AR. That was the Indian move. Okay, so now I got light movement and army movement. And with my light unit, I think I'm going to take this Indian, the Abenaki. And 1, 2, 3. I want to be in striking distance of raid. Have several options for raiding right here, and plus kind of be in range of him if he tries to move or anything like that. Into Zawakatigawaka. What sound like Dungeons and Dragons names.
Let's get started. Our party travels upon the southern road toward Tulachmur through the ancient forest of Ferlegafehen.
Thrill of what?
Ferlegafehen.
Trailing Bahaga?
The forest! Your party's in the forest.
Anyway, for my army move, I think we just got to do it here. I think he's got his mind on a battle here. We'll make him think twice. I may just mash them together just to see what happens. Alright, with the 2x light movement on that card there, let's send our pal George Washington to go try to relieve Fort Ontario. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait a minute. 5. 5 and we'll battle there. It's just going to be a roll off. We'll see who can roll better. And for my next move, I have a fort here, so I think this is going to be relatively safe from attack. Because they need artillery to have a real chance at it. And I'm just going to move these guys up with one of my army. 1, 2, have them kind of in position here, in a better position. And you know what? I'm gonna pretend. I'm just gonna be like this. I'm playing with army men. I'm just gonna use my last army movement to go here and pick up this stack and go here, and let's have just a big old pitched battle here. How about that? Just for fun. All right, as you can see here, I got a white sheet of paper here, so you can see this out a little better. And got them all lined up. I think the French have actually a fairly substantial advantage now that I have it all laid out here like this. So this may have been a mistake for the British, but you know, whatever. And here's a rule I kind of forgot. We have 3 leaders here, but you can only pick one to be on this track for rerolls. And there's a trick. This one only has 1 reroll, but it's for the Metropolitans, or you know, the square guys. But this one, Rigaud, has 2, but for the light. I'm almost actually rather have 2 possibilities of reroll than 1. I think so. I'm going to use him. All right. So first on our roll is Armstrong. Miss. Very nice. All right. Well, now we have our Indian unit. A flag marker. Okay, so we've tied the French so far with our rolls. And now we move to the Highlander, and the Highlander does get to reroll if we don't like his result, but he's the first one to take damage. Miss, yes, so we're going to use his... Wait a minute. Yeah, this needs to be rolled separately from these two because of his special rules. You'd confuse the dice. I do believe that's how you have to do it. Rerolls and square does a hit. Okay. All right. So we advance the battle marker. He's 1-0 on the battle marker. And then we apply a hit, and we're going to apply it to a Metropolitan Brigade, surely. And since it's not eliminating a brigade, we'll just flip it over to no. Now we have 2 Royal Americans and 50 and 51st, and we have a reroll for each potentially available due to our leader. Or let me think about that. Yeah, I can only reroll once for each unit, but I do have 2 different units here, so I could theoretically reroll both of them if I didn't like it. All right, so we have 1 flag, which I cannot reroll. That's going to bump us up to 2, but I can reroll this. Knock Bradstreet down 1, and we reroll. And another flag, and we are up to 3-0 for the British. All right. We have 2 colonials. We will roll together. Flag marker brings us up to 4-0, and we do have a square. Check that. The square will now bring us up to 5-0, and the hit we're going to apply here and eliminate, but hey, this is a good for working with the paper here, because I can just go mark to show that this is going to be eliminated. He still gets to fire, so that'll indicate that he can fire. And finally, we have 2 artillery, which I don't think can be re-rolled. No, they can't. So they just fire. Not so hot. I don't think that hit anything. Actually, the Bayonets and Tomahwks on an artillery will advance the battle marker and a hit on a Metropolitan Brigade, like so. But that is the end of the British fire. Now it's time for the French to make up all this. Okay, so. Okay, these are the ones I can re-roll. I get potential here. I'll have to remember that. So, here. 2 flags. 1, 2. Okay. Fine by me. A light unit. A miss, and I do believe Rigaud can re-roll. Let me double check that. I think it only has to match the shape, so yes, he can re-roll that one. And he gets a flag. Good for him. We're maximizing here. All right. The battle tracker now, I guess I'll move it up here, is now 6-3. And we're not done yet. All right, what do we got here? We have 2 Metropolitan Brigades to roll. 1 flag. Oops, knocked my chair over. 6-4. And now we have 2 Canadiens, which are basically like these, same as these guys. Ooh, 2 misses. That's not good. Don't like to see that. Okay, so now we have 2 artillery shots. And we're going to get a flag. We resolve flags first. Well, it doesn't matter at this stage of the game. But we also get a hit with one of them. So that's going to tie him up. And cause a hit on... And the Highland Brigade has to be hit first. Doink. And now we got just the fort left. And it's a tie bile game so far. So actually the French are going to prevail in this battle. Being the defenders. But let's see if we hit them again. I miss. Okay. All right. Well, that was fun. So, tie ball game. 6-all. The victory goes to the French. The British are repelled. The British did do some pretty good damage, however. They knocked out a brigade. And I wonder if that counts for the war in Europe. Let me check. Yes, I thought for a second that you had to win the battle to draw the chip. But no, anytime a Metropolitan Brigade is eliminated, the other side will get to draw one of these and put it on their victory point track. And we actually do get to see that. Oh, 0. Gee, thanks. Well, so much for that. Anyway, that guy's eliminated. And let's set it all back up again where it was. There we are. Trench warfare. Okay. And finally we have this little battle down here between Washington and this Indian unit. And it's just going to be a roll. Washington rolls. He's the attacker. Bayonet and Tomahawk does not do anything for a light unit. So the Indian fires back and also misses. That's a defender victory. So Washington is going to be repelled back here. And that's the end of that. He will continue to be out of supply. That is the discards. So, anything else? It looks like we're going to be moving on to action round 6.